What up, guys? How y'all doing?
Holding it together, birds on a feather, nothing but lies and crooked wings. I have the answer, spreading the cancer. You are the faith inside me. No, don't leave me to die here. Help me survive here alone. Don't remember, put me to sleep, evil angel. Open your wings, evil angel. I'm a believer, nothing could be worse. All these imaginary friends, hiding betrayal, driving the nail, hoping to find a savior. No, don't.
That's a good song.
Help me survive here alone. Don't surrender. Put me to sleep, evil angel. Open your wings, evil angel. Oh, fly over me, evil angel. Why can't I breathe?
What up? Oh,
Second.
What's up?
JC in the house. What up, guys? Episode 1018. Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
damn.
What's up,
That's
man?
quite the number of episodes, huh?
Yep,
Yeah.
we're getting up there.
Yet still, we haven't somehow gone crazy viral.
Yeah.
According to YouTube's algorithm, if you're posting on a regular basis, whether it's live streams or not, they're supposed to start.
Dude, we
picking
haven't
you up.
gone super viral because, like, our show
All the
is,
trouble.
like,
All the trouble we've been in.
100% fucking trouble.
I wonder if I've wondered that.
Trouble and chaos at every corner, and we're
If-
not, then it's absolute degeneracy.
Yeah, like maybe that it fucks the whole algorithm up if we get enough strikes.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, when I do regular videos, they tend to get more views, like that one we did with Wannabe Whale.
Yeah.
It got twice as many views as we normally get. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, so maybe I think when Goat Token launches, I'll start doing some
Oh
some
man,
real
that is
some
coming along nicely as
regular
well.
videos. Yeah. Do you think
So
show us
guys,
today,
where we're
Donnie?
at with that today is I've managed to get a good chunk of the UI done for Goat Token, which we've already been leading some tests with. I'm actually at the stage of fixing up an issue with the approval button. Don't know what the fuck's going on there, but it's a little bit, so once that's sorted out, I think we're then on to just making, the feeder and the other applications for it as well. Whatever the fuck we want to do with Goat Token, we can do.
Yep.
Also, I found an easy way to make the UI compatible with Sheep Token right out of the gate as well. So yesterday I was sharing. So at the very minimum, if I cannot get immediate cooperation between the BNB variant and the Pulse Chain variant of our stuff, then at the very least, the current website will be served on legacy.dgemprotocol.io. So then we can just put the new Pulse Chain site up, and then we can integrate BNB after. Overall, we'll have a plan for getting everything upgraded and integrated, and yeah.
Oh, is that
the wheels
FOMO?
are really turning now.
Yes, it is.
Oh, what up,
What up, man?
dude?
What's up?
We're just talking about you. What, yesterday?
I know. I think didn't I comment on one of your videos or something?
Yeah,
Yesterday?
you did. I was ready to jump off a bridge, and you guys were like, "What's up?" I was like, "Aw." You saved
What the hell
me.
is this guy, man? What's going on, man?
You know, I'm better than most, I guess.
Living the dream. Right on.
I wouldn't say that, but at least I'm not losing my ass in Pulse Chain right now.
Yeah, actually,
Right.
it's all bouncing back now today.
Is it? I mean,
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
those
they just had a
lows,
lot of- Yeah.
those
Man,
lows
We're
were
about to
smashing
launch a
right
new
now.
pretty good buy.
new project on Pulse Chain, man. If you want to get in on it with us, doing a couple fire contracts from Bank Teller. We're gonna basically two of the most successful contracts he's ever had. We're gonna put those two together and roll them out on Pulse Chain. So
Oh, nice,
be good. Should be
nice.
good. So yeah, that should be coming soon. Donnie, you said you were just working on an approval button, just giving some trouble or something.
Yeah. So no, not really trouble. It's just the next part that I'm working on now.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, once that's sorted, then we're on to the edge casing, like the finishing touches, I guess.
Okay.
Because yeah, most of the shit already works, So I just gotta.
Yep. Strap that turbocharger on, and we go to testnet.
That's right. Anyway. Well, actually, the thing is, there's no real reason to go for testnet if we don't need to, because I've not changed any of the functional code from the trumpet. The only thing I've done is added some stat tracking for
I think we should still do a week or so. Maybe
yeah, no, we should definitely do a testnet. No, you're right. Because we have the facilities, because they do have on V4 testnet, they have the Pulse X interface, so we can do all of the setup with the Dex UI as well. It's not like it's going to be difficult for us. We can do it properly, set it up through the UI. Actually, that's probably a really good idea, because then everybody can help us stress test the new website too.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure that everything's right and proper.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, fuck
and then
yeah.
we can kind of get an idea of what we're looking at with the new with the goat pen. Should be fucking
yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon it's gonna be fucking excellent.
Pretty sick. Can't wait.
Yep. So I'm actually loading up the code again. I had to shut down all of my equipment before. I had some electrical work going on. But now we're all good.
Yeah. So Mello, I was trying to explain to Mello what we're doing earlier, and I'm like, it's like an hourglass on crack.
That is a very summed up sort of explanation.
Right?
Donnie said, "Wow, thanks, Ave. Appreciate it, bro."
3 minutes. Yep, that's it. Yeah, it should be good though. Because like I was saying, credits is one of the most successful contracts you ever had, and strap futures on top of that, and you got yourself a. It's gonna be a monster.
Got yourself, yeah. That's
It'll be a
one.
monster.
That's one
It's gonna be
tasty
good.
Sambo.
Yep.
Righto.
$30. All right. Now on to the drip. Drip looking really good, guys. We got drip, drop, draw doing its thing. This vault is just maintaining. So, I don't know what else to say. On our way to probably $1 million in there. Looks really good, man. It's actually combating all the sell pressure right now, so that's good. It's just a matter of time before it starts flipping all the liquid and wallets and all that good stuff and moving right along. How's the price looking right now? Oh, 18. They're holding the 18 range. Good stuff. So, love it. It's today's Thursday.
I got to give it to you guys. You guys are some real grinders.
Yep.
Yeah. 118. What?
Yep.
118 episodes. Yeah.
118?
Yeah.
1,018.
1,018. I mean.
Wow.
Yeah. We just hit our
in a row.
Yeah, in a row. I think we only ever missed 1 or 2 days because BlackSheep was having issues with his internet.
Mm.
And since
Didn't even miss him though. I still came on and said hi, bye.
Yeah, you usually would. Well, and since then we found ways now. Like we realized that he could give me pretty much all the access he has, so I can, if he can't make it, I make it, and the show goes on.
Start, stop it, whatever. So yeah, this is.
Yeah, well, just think about the poor fucks who've been watching this long, FOMO. They have no life.
Right?
Wow. That's
I
brutal.
feel bad for them. I feel like we owe them something.
What's
Give away your
that,
crypto.
man?
Yeah, I got off crypto for a little bit. I went back to just gambling on sports.
Oh, okay. How'd that work out?
Yeah. Baseball, I'm pretty good at picking pitchers, but it's a little different nowadays, so it's a little harder. But I don't know. I maintain a winning record, so I guess that's what's important.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I
So
needed
you haven't
something
been
to get a
doing
little hard
any
going.
crypto? Just
Well,
been,
no, I mean, I've been messing around, obviously, with Pulse and all that. I waited this long, but
okay.
it's just like,
Well, maybe
after
Goat Token will get you back to the game, man.
yeah, maybe.
To talk about.
Need something to keep the heart pumping,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think it's gonna be really good, man, because it's just the mechanics are great. It's just the price just goes up and it does not come down. So,
Mechanics.
See, crypto got me off the poker table, and then
yeah. Oh yeah, I
It's
used to be a
like-
gambler too before I got into crypto, and I dropped it as soon as I started doing this shit.
it definitely scratches that itch.
I actually started making money instead of losing my paycheck
Yeah.
every week.
Yeah,
Now I
poker
look
used
at
to
the slot
be.
machine, I'm like, fuck that shit. I know you're
Oh,
gonna
well,
take my money.
yeah. Well, slots are, I mean, it's designed
I
to
guess,
fuck you up.
yeah, I guess table games are a lot more. You got a lot more lot better odds. But I don't really know how to play them that well.
Poker used to be pretty profitable, but it's like everybody and their mother wants to play, and you can't trust online because it's just like, there's just no way.
Yeah.
Like some of these outs that these people hit, it's just like there's no way. Like, come on, man. Like it's just insane.
Right.
So
That's what I've always wondered, like how truly, honestly trustworthy is like the online gambling shit. Because I've played around with poker a little bit. I'm not a big gambler though. But I mean, it could be hacked or programmed the way they want.
Well, when Absolute Bet got exposed, they had God mode, so they were able to see all the cards at the table. And if you know what everybody's holding, the game's easy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
So I don't trust
people
online.
would always tease E&J and say probably, "Oh, you've got God mode on BSC poker. You could see everything."
Well, what happened with AB is they had the contractors. The contractors had a back door, and so they were sharing it with, I don't know if they were sharing it with management or whatever, but in the end, Ultimate Bet and Absolute Poker, I think it was called, whatever Phil Hellmuth was pushing, they all got busted up in that, and there was a 60-minute piece and everything. Yeah, so.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like,
Real
how can you trust anything online? Yeah, bro. I mean, it's easy. Like I said, it's easy if you know what everybody's holding.
Yep. Exactly.
I've won some big tournaments though online.
That's good.
It's always fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Noted All was in a tournament the other night. He made it to like top 60 people. And then
did he?
Then he ended up, I don't know, so he ended up losing a hand eventually or something. But yeah. Can't win them all.
I would get, if
But
I
we
could
had,
get
like-
to the final table, I just like stay out of as many hands as possible because I know I'm going to get bad beats. Even like ace, it's like king, I'll throw it away sometimes just because I know what's coming. So it's better for me to sit back and move up 4 or 5 seats, because when you get to the top 6, top 5, the prizes start to, stack exponentially. So.
Right. Right.
Bunch of cheaters.
Yeah.
Cheaters. Cheaters are fucking thieves. That's all. They are.
So I finally got Coof after 3 years.
Yeah, what?
Oh really?
I just got COVID and strep at the same time.
Oh shit, both.
Yeah,
wow.
3 years I didn't get sick. I don't know how I dodged it that long, but
Yeah, it's been like 2.5 years since I had COVID last, and but my taste and smell is still not fully recovered. I don't think it ever will.
yo, you know what happened to me? My smell got like hypersensitive. I didn't lose it.
Really?
It's like everything, like cigarettes stink. Like I know they stink, but like they smell like 10 times worse than I've ever thought they smelled. And just like, I don't know, my senses got like really hypersensitive after it. It was weird.
Mine did the opposite. I think I might have that long COVID shit because they say that those are 2 signs of it. Certain stuff now I can taste like burnt chemicals in like certain foods.
Yeah.
Like even like Skittles. Okay, so only the green Skittles. There's this flavor that I never could taste before that tastes like a burned chemical, and I'm guessing it has to do with the green coloring that they use because all the other Skittles tasted normal. And ever since then, I've never ate Skittles again. I was like, what the fuck? I rarely drink soda, rarely. Almost every single dark soda now has that same burned chemical flavor as well as Mountain Dew. I've tried different colors of Mountain Dew, just like I've been almost like experimenting since this started. Like I wonder if maybe it's just the regular Mountain Dew because I noticed it. And every Mountain Dew has that same flavor, which to me, it probably tells me it's something that I'm tasting that we really shouldn't be drinking.
Well, the state of California was suing Skittles because of titanium oxide. They were spraying. That's how they get the color to be so bright. And there was more than the FDA allowance of that chemical, and they were using it on the candy. I stopped eating Skittles like 2 years ago when I saw that.
Interesting.
Huh. Yeah. Yep. So if you like some titanium oxide in your diet, Skittles are the way to go.
Damn. I wonder if it's something along those lines that I'm tasting.
I had the same thing. I started like I had some chips and it tasted like chemical, and then something else. I can't remember what I was doing in the room, and I started smelling like chemicals in the food again. And I was like,
Yes,
"The fuck?"
bro. I still will smell like food. I'll eat it. And sometimes maybe I'll taste the chemical, but I won't smell it, or vice versa. It'll smell chemically, and I eat it, and I'm like, I don't taste the chemical, but I can smell it. It's weird. Like I think I might have long COVID though too, because like my memory, I've always had an amazing memory. The last year or two, my memory has started to go not as good.
Yeah, I had the brain fog thing for sure for like a week.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. But I mean, it's all been freaking. It was genetically created. All COVID is just a strain of a cold. A common cold is a COVID strain. It's a different one. Basically, they just intensified that shit.
Yeah, they played around with it for sure.
Yeah, that's why it's funny now. COVID, and I even like all these liberals I knew. I was like, you realize COVID has been around forever. They're just now, instead of calling it this is a really bad like version of the cold or the flu, they're giving it.
Yeah, they just called it COVID-19. Gave it a rebrand.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
So I used those FDA tests they sent home. That's how I came up positive first. I don't use their swabs. I use my own Q-tip.
Yeah.
So I swabbed myself and I was positive. I swabbed myself like a week later, was still positive. So I swabbed my dog, and my dog tested positive, and I was like, "What? Like, is this shit on the Q-tips or what is this?" You know?
Yeah, right.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
And
dropped off.
he's gone. The cabal got him.
He said too much.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh no, he brought up the dogs. Cancel."
Go.
Man. Oh, and he's back.
There he is.
Sorry about that.
We thought they got you for snitching off that even the dog showed up. Like, oh no, they got him.
I just wonder if maybe like because he's breathing in everything in the house, if like the dead cells are inside of his nose too. Like, I wanted to start testing like household stuff, but I didn't have enough tests. So, but I don't even know if those things work. To be honest, you know, like, are they false positives? There's no way to know. So, what do you guys think of this Richard Hart situation?
I mean, I think he's gonna beat the case. You know, but just
Do you?
It just.
I think he'll
it's
beat
all,
at least the securities aspect of it. I do, and I'm not an RH fan if you don't remember.
I wonder if he just doesn't have the political like pull that like XRP did, because I mean XRP dotted their I's and crossed their T's. I never thought that they would ever go down. Plus, they're like the anointed ones as far as the banks go. But Richard, I feel like is kind of out there on his own.
If Richard has done, because I mean, everyone knows I'm not a fan of him, but he's very smart, and if he has covered his ass like he always says he has, I think he probably, to best of his ability and knowledge, has covered his ass. But they're also going after him for fraud built into the Hex code, and that's where I think they might get him.
What's that? Like, what are they trying to say? Because he was recycling money?
He's been funneling money straight from the project to himself this whole time, just like I always said, like that he was doing. And I was told it was just FUD that haters were spreading. But now the SEC brought that into their thing against him, that whether it's him or whoever it is, but you know, I mean, who else would it be? So but I don't think as security, and it's hard for me to say I want Richard Hart to win. I don't like him. I wish that he would fucking burn in hell and get what he has coming for his years of victims, but I don't want him to lose.
Okay, Shane.
Because it's
We don't have
bad
to be
for
that-
crypto.
We don't have to be that.
We don't have to be that honest. But it's bad for crypto if he loses. Just like if XRP lost, it was going to set precedence for the next guy to lose and the next guy to lose. But since XRP won, and hopefully SEC can't get this, they're trying to appeal it, you know, and as long as they can't get this appeal and win it, then it should help everybody moving forward.
I think he's going to win everything.
mean-
honestly, that's my opinion. And I think Hex is
Do
going to
you?
moon Pulsing.
But it can easily go criminal. SEC can easily. What they do is they recommend to the DOJ, and it's up to the DOJ to pick it up. And fraud is something they're more likely to pick up, whether or not it's true or right. I'll leave that up for everyone else to decide for themselves. But that is the fraud thing is where it can quickly and easily become criminal.
So here's something that I've been thinking about. Library token got burnt, and they actually have utility with Odyssey and Library, and it's like, why is Library
token? I've never heard
Library token?
Yeah.
You never heard of Library token?
No. Library,
Yeah.
like a library where there's books? Like
Yeah, LBRY. They were deemed a security, I believe, and they actually have utility with their Odyssey platform and their Library video sharing platform. Odyssey's like a
They own Odyssey?
censorship. Yeah,
They own
yeah.
Odyssey?
It used to be able.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
you can use Library token, but you can't buy it no more because, well, the only place it was on was Bittrex, and now Bittrex isn't available to U.S. customers. So it's like,
Okay.
but yeah, they declared Library a security, I believe, and Library had actual utility. So I'm trying to figure this out. Like, okay, so utility bad, you know, doesn't do anything good. Like, I don't really.
Well, it probably went back to how they launched it, though. If they did like an ICO or something like that, that's usually where
Possible.
they get them.
It's possible. I would just like to see Library like come back from the dead because Odyssey's actually a pretty good platform. You know, no censorship and all that stuff. So, and you know how I feel about censorship.
On this thing here, there was people, even Hexagon, sharing shit where supposedly the Sacrifice wallet at some point was sending shit through one of the mixers, Tornado, I think.
Yeah,
I
someone
don't
pointed
think
that
they're
out.
going so much for him for that. I don't need like it. That's not the. It doesn't seem like their biggest thing is the Sacrifice. It seems that the securities and the fraud thing that has to do with the hex code. Those seem to be. But I mean, you never know. They can tomorrow switch their focus. You know.
I don't understand like the fraud thing with the hex code. Like,
because they say
What, it
he
was-
funneled about $12 million out of that to this other wallet that was just taking scraps, just pennies or whatever, and about $12 million was then taken out of it, and you know, so they're assuming spent. So it's because of that. Well,
Also,
the
it was
$12
built-
million
it was built
is not allegedly. They could see all that on the blockchain that the money was going to that.
Yeah, they said allegedly. They have to prove it.
Yeah.
They have to prove
They
what-
have to. Everything has to be
the case
proven
is-
in court, even if they have the proof. It still has to be proven in court.
see, I had a buddy that a while ago had told me that he was doing something through Tornado, and they, you know, they had all the blockchain thing. I mean, how do I know that's his wallet? You know, who knows? But and this was years ago, so I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that he was doing it. I don't really care for the guy that much, but I hate to see him go down. You know, like who wants to see someone go to prison? You know, like.
I don't want to see him, like I said, just for the sake of crypto. Other than that,
No.
let the motherfucker rot.
I just wonder how many people got pissed off by the way he was marketing and stuff. Like, I thought it was pretty ignorant the way he was acting.
Yeah, I know that. Even that, I was like, this guy's he's snitching on himself. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I thought is like self snitching. Look at me, I'm spending all this money I took from you guys. Now, but because of the way the sacrifice was worded and everything, Was he doing anything wrong? I mean, of course, like he was doing something wrong and like morally to some people, but was he doing anything wrong illegally? I don't know. I think he covered his ass the way he collected the sacrifice.
They're using like a 1913 law though against him, right?
I don't even know what year.
Yeah.
A lot of these laws are like a lot of times they'll have laws like not just SEC in general, like courts 1800s, early 1900s that they use against you.
I don't know. I just wonder if he's just going to pay a speeding ticket and then keep it moving. He's got the money to do so.
Yeah, he's slap on the wrist. He's got the best lawyers in the business, so he's gonna be fine.
I was shocked
Johnny,
he was
about
in
goat
Finland.
token, is there's gonna be a pool to buy it on outside of just minting it, or?
Yeah, that's right. So when we set it up initially, we're going to do like a big old buy of it, like a big old mint. So we got plenty of tokens. We'll burn a few of them, and we'll set up a pool on PHUX, and we'll set up a pair on Pulse X. And then because both of those two
how
things,
is that price going to match the price of the of goat on the actual contract?
that's going to be entirely up to the community to arbitrage that for us on their own accord. Because what we're going to do to encourage that sort of thing is GOAT token itself will have single-sided liquidity at its core to support every token it's created. So every token has single-sided liquidity, but then there's also the integration, like there's the double liquidity because you can put the tokens on either of those dexes, right? So we can incentivize creating GOAT tokens through minting, and we can also incentivize creating those LP tokens, like putting up liquidity in those different dexes for GOAT token as well. We can do like different dApps or games or whatever, that sort of shit.
Huh. I'm just trying to wrap my head around how if the price is always going to go up on the contract itself, what's going to happen to the how is that going to work with the external liquidity pool or whatever?
Well, it means, like I said, that people are going to arbitrage those opportunities. One price is going to be higher, the other price is going to be lower. So people are going to obviously buy the tokens where it's cheaper. You know, they're probably going to redeem some from the internal liquidity, so they make a profit. You know, the tokens go out of circulation. Someone else mints and creates it higher.
Yeah, that won't have any kind of like exploitable type shit in it.
No,
price manipulation type shit or anything. Okay.
No, because there's always the 5% fee that gets taken, and the only way that minting and redemption works is if the core price on the contract for single-sided liquidity is going up.
Okay.
So there's always more pulse left behind to support the tokens that are there.
Interesting.
What chart is that?
Bitcoin.
That is Bitcoin. Yeah.
Bit fucked. Come on, Bitcoin.
Waiting for the shitcoin Dixie to break out of this rising wedge. I think looks like it wants to. So as soon as that happens, Bitcoin goes up.
Did you see DeSantis said today that if he becomes president, he's going to end the war on Joe Biden's war on crypto and Bitcoin?
Oh yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, I've heard him say stuff like along those lines. Yeah. Well, even in Florida, he wants to make it like a very crypto-friendly place. Miami, if I remember correctly, is like one of the most, if not the most crypto-friendly city in the U.S.
Yeah, they are.
Because of him.
Yeah, him and the mayor of Miami apparently too, which I think
I thought that was the mayor. Who's the mayor? What's his name?
I can't remember. DeSantis is the governor, but the mayor of Miami is like really into crypto and shit.
Yeah.
And so
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, well, Kennedy, I said this years ago that the next president would be pro-Bitcoin.
Well, Trump was very anti-Bitcoin too.
Yeah,
If you
but
guys
now
remember.
he's into NFTs, so he'll change his tune. They're all going
Yeah.
to go pro Bitcoin because the right doesn't really care for the CBDC deal. And I mean, how else can you get around it? Bitcoin. I don't see. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
gold and silver, but that's not fun.
Who wants any of that shit?
I mean, I read an article about Ukraine, and they said when the invasion started that people weren't able to lug like heavy amounts of silver and gold around a war zone, and so it actually was trading for less than it was on the global market within Ukraine, even though the conventional wisdom would be that it would go up in price. So
Yeah. Let's go. I think everybody will eventually just figure out that Bitcoin is easier. Makes more sense.
yeah, it is easier, definitely. I just worry that like one country could manipulate it, having all the miners.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh shit! I think I might have fixed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Let me switch to another account. Oh yeah, look at that. The button shows. Let me click it. If I do the approval, then next. Oh shit! I don't have any gas in that wallet. I need to switch to one that I do have some gas in. Shit.
Jackpot, bitch! Jackpot!
Damn,
Where's-
Bitcoin's volume has fallen to a 3-year low.
Filed it
Yeah.
in my wallet. Now I got gas money.
Where's that dude been?
Naga?
Mr. Yeah.
He was just on here on our stream
Oh, was
a
he?
month ago. Him and Al Sifa were getting. Yeah, you didn't see that. You got to see that stream, dude. Him and Al Sifa
Oh
going at
man,
it.
yeah.
It was fucking-
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to Sifa in a while.
Yeah, he's still around. He comes on here. He still comes on here at least once a week.
Oh, nice. I'll have to tune in more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We didn't go
I
anywhere.
fixed it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job, Johnny.
Approval button sorted. So now that's the mains of Goat tokens sorted, like on the new website. Fucking. Now it's onto the other parts where we start developing some shit to do with Goat token. Then we obviously got to integrate Sheep token into that as well. Fucking can't forget Sheep token. Got to carry the whole pack forward.
So no, is Sheep token still being integrated in that somehow?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay, I can't remember if we were still doing that or not.
yeah.
So yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, Landscaper, there's your answer to that. He was asking about it earlier in the VC.
Ah, yeah, yep.
That'll be part of the fees or something, or what are we doing there? Or
No, I think we're just doing a
Or
mutual
you-
cross investment position.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, yeah. So we're not doing the original, like the split of all the, like, giving the holders a share of the goat token anymore, right? Because we were going to do that with the old
I'm not sure.
with the old elephant.
Yeah, no, the old elephant design,
old-
we were going to do a 5% airdrop. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. So we're going to have to think of, yeah. No, I think the best way to do it.
We got revenue streams in the background anyway, so
Yeah, exactly.
Just,
I mean, look, realistically, it doesn't matter when you get in. It matters about the ratio that you hold for,
yeah.
Because you can hold between 10 and 20, and it'll still be the same as getting in between 1 and 10,
Oh, yeah.
All that matters is, you just need to keep driving the volume, and so that's what we got to do. If we base it on pulse, that's the easiest way to do it, because it means that we just keep on feeding that machine. Fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our futures turbocharger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What we got? What else?
Does my
is new?
buddy come on here anymore? Mike?
Who's your buddy?
What do you say,
Oh.
homo?
Who? This guy?
Fucking faggots are sucking on the rod of power.
What do you say,
not that.
homo?
That guy.
Is that Mike?
Yeah, it sure is, homo. What's up?
Yes, Mike.
What's up, bitch?
Homo.
How much? You still gay, or
Come
you
on, man.
finally quit doing that shit?
Is your daughter still on OnlyFans or what?
Oh, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Oh!
I gotta step in. We don't, that's
Yeah, we
See,
something we don't talk about here anymore.
Oh,
I was gonna be a
Can't
gentleman.
poke the bear, Mike. Can't poke the
bro.
He started.
You fucking
Touche.
homo.
He started.
You could have done anything with saying that, you fucking gay bastard.
Well, you calling me homo, bro? See?
Well, I'm just calling you.
I got ripped.
Oh man.
Oh man.
We leave our
Well,
family
you
alone.
can't poke the
in
bear,
here,
Mike.
you dickhead.
Yeah, dude. No, that's like no goes, man. Fucking.
Yeah, we
That's out of-
actually,
You're right,
yeah,
you
because
called him
Homo doesn't
That's
come
out
around.
of.
Homo doesn't come
It's out of-
around much anymore. He didn't realize that that's a new like.
That's out of
Yeah.
bounds.
Good show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of those like out of bounds things.
Yeah, if you
One of
don't have thick
it's
skin,
one of
you
the
don't-
only things in this group that is out of
Yeah,
bounds.
you know, if you don't have thick skin in here, get the fuck out of here. You know, we can call each other whatever we want. So fuck off if you don't like being called homo.
Oh shit!
Wait, don't say that, Mike, because now you're letting. Then you're like saying where we don't have to defend that
I
one.
was just
rule.
being funny. I was being friendly until he said something about my fucking daughter. Now it's fucking real.
Hey, Mike, listen. Look, as we said, right? Fucking FOMO hasn't come around here in a bit, and he wasn't aware that was entirely like a no go, man. Right? Like
That's the only rule we have.
you know damn well that between your colleagues here, okay, the ones that you typically hang around with every day, that's not something that we talk about, right? We all know that there is the rule that family doesn't get brought into it, right? So just chill, man. Okay.
All right. I was just like
Good luck.
said. I was just being funny when I said homo until he said that, and then that.
Yeah. No, that's yeah. That was.
I mean, you guys call me an old fucking racist. It doesn't bother me, okay? But
Well, that's the
Let's start
truth.
Yeah, no, come on, man. You're all good.
hey, look, you know,
Fucking-
it's really a sore subject, FOMO, because I didn't ever get to see my daughter get married. Okay, so
Oh,
we're gonna
I'm
leave it
sorry,
like
bro.
that, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
he
Leave it
didn't,
alone.
Mike. He didn't. That's one thing I was like, he didn't know.
Okay. We
How
don't
how about
wanna
we
bring
just
that-
how about we just make peace, Mike? From
I know,
here on
okay,
forward.
I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do
Okay.
that. I'm sorry
All
I
right.
called you a homo, but I was just doing it as a joke, and then you fucking went too far.
Well, I'm sorry. I said what I said. I was
Okay,
just doing
it's
it as
alright.
a joke.
It's all right. It's I that bone.
Hey, you got
leave my
all of
daughter
us though,
buried,
FOMO.
okay?
We were all like, oh. Mike,
No, it's funny. We were just talking about you yesterday. You must have
Yeah,
heard
Sheep.
us.
Well, Sheep left me a note on one of my recent streams. I haven't been streaming much lately, so
Yeah.
I was like, "That's cool, man." You know, he reached out, so
Yeah,
least I could do
used
is
to like
reciprocate.
watching your streams, watch the squirrels fuck in your backyard on the trees.
yeah, that was fun times. Those were fun times. I haven't been
He used to
streaming
have-
much.
Hey, I don't know if you guys know, he used to do 24-hour streams all the time.
Yeah, it after YouTube monetized me, then demonetized me, then monetized me, then demonetized me. I kind of got pissed off and just said,
Yeah,
what's
we
the
need
point?
to get the old gang back together for like one night.
I wonder if that'll ever happen.
I
It'd be
think
cool.
They're around, but they're all in different groups.
who was it? Which group were you guys together? Was it Drunk on Crypto? Was that it?
That's
DOC.
part of it. That's
Part
part
of
of it. Country Boy, Batman, Butts Away, Tiwi.
Oh, T-League went that far back with you guys?
What about was it James or something from Australia, or what was his name? The
I
other guy.
forget.
The guy used to drink every morning. Every morning he was all fucked up. What was his name? Fuck,
I don't know, but those were fun
Get
times.
fucked,
man.
Jenny. I heard that.
What did she say? I didn't even hear what she said.
No, we're not talking about you, Donnie.
You
Some other
cheeky
guy.
shit.
What did she say?
Oh, there's some other guy
Fucking-
in Australia that's got his shit together, but he used
Oh,
to
like,
get
when he
drunk
asked about the guy that starts drinking in the first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
figured-
exactly. And then she's like, Donnie, and I'm like, yeah, fucking get fucked.
Hey, we did not say your name, Donnie.
I
It was
can't believe
somebody else.
you heard
Jenny
that.
did. Jenny said.
Oh,
Jenny
Jenny,
said
Like,
Donnie.
whispered it.
I didn't
Yeah,
hear that.
fucking. I heard that.
Look,
know,
even
like,
other
hey.
guys. Look, even the.
Hey, Jenny, why are you wearing the hat?
Yeah, fuck you too, Eve.
But I mean, it's always nighttime and morning somewhere in the world.
Yeah. Hey, Jenny, why are you wearing the hat? It's a jackpot, bitch.
Why are you wearing that hat?
You're
Mike,
saying
what?
that she-
Mike, you
does-
talk that way to your wife? And he's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Like,
Does she even know that was her on that stream?
oh yeah, she knew, because when we finally figured it out, I was like,
Yeah, try
the
to
whole
find
time-
that little clip and show it.
yeah, I am. I'm looking for it. I was like, we could not believe. We thought you said to your wife, "It's jackpot, bitch," and we were like, oh, he's gonna get.
Yeah, I do miss the Friday night thing. You know,
Yeah,
that was a lot of
you
fun.
know, you got to miss Sonny and
Saint.
what's his name? The black guy from you know, what's the name from Florida? His buddy.
Oracle.
No, not Oracle. The guy from Florida, the black dude.
Oh,
What's his name?
I thought that was the drunk guy.
No. Oracle's a fucking asshole. Oh. His name is Meta now.
A
Saint.
saint.
Yeah, Saint. Yeah, Saint. That's it.
I don't even know
There's a-
Saint to Saint.
Oh no, the drunk guy from New York. Remember him? The really scruffy guy. I forget
There's
his
a-
name.
There's a dark meta channel now too. It's not the same dude though, but
Yeah, he kind of went off the screen there. I'm still pissed at him for that fucking Dominus token. I put all that money in there and he fucking scammed us
What
out.
did you do? What?
Suck dick on accident.
How the fuck do you suck dick?
where's where's Condor? Is he
Oh,
ever
fuck
coming around?
Condor. Don't even bring up his fucking
Really?
name. That fucking
Oh, really?
lying bastard. That's
Oh,
the biggest
shit.
fucking lying bastard in the fucking world.
Is he?
Shane, this guy used to tell us he had gold in he started pulling gold bars out of he knocked holes in his wall and pulled gold bars out of his wall.
What?
Wow.
I couldn't fucking believe it.
Did he really, or was he just saying that?
I don't know. We watched him do it. I don't know if it was real
Oh.
gold.
You
or
got what? Is
Wow.
it something he always said he had, and you guys are like fucking liar? And he's like,
Yeah,
fuck
he
you
always
guys.
said he had Rolls Royces parked outside. We figured he was taking pictures of Rolls Royces from his neighbors, and he was saying it was his car.
I mean, he said he
He was
owned
living in these
properties
20
and all that stuff.
He was living in these $20,000 apartments in Palm Beach, Florida.
Oh no, he blessed me one night, so I not mad at the guy or anything.
Yeah, no, he did me too. He sent me a couple $100 worth of Tron or whatever the fuck he sent me.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, I needed a computer at the time, and he helped out. So you know,
Yeah.
shout out to
Remember
Condor.
You remember Ian J?
Yes. Yeah, Ian J. I speak with him every now and then. He's
He
good
comes
people.
down here every day.
I always liked Ian J.
Remember Clover?
I know who you're talking about, but like that predates
wait.
my.
BitConnect Clover.
Yeah, I mean, I know who you're talking about, but I just, like I said, I wasn't in BitConnect, so I was back in those days. I was still like, leverage with the leverage trading game, trying to figure that out.
It's hard to believe that was 5 years ago for all that stuff.
God, man, I wish we could go back. That was the best times because you only could get in and out through Bitcoin. And once they stopped that and they put, all these stables in, it's like, in my opinion, I think that hurt crypto big time. Like it was the best when you had to have Bitcoin to move in and out, and move around.
Yep. Now they're all shit coins.
Yeah, and like, I don't know what they're going to do about stables. Like, how do you stop stables? They want to regulate stables, but like, you can't make them go away. Like, how are they going to go away? Maybe CBDC answers that question. I don't. I just personally have concerns about crypto going forward.
Yeah.
But I've always been a skeptic, so I believe in Bitcoin. I thoroughly believe in Bitcoin, layer one, you know.
Did you see how many streams he's done in a row now? It's 1,000 and something. Can you believe
Who?
that?
Sheep?
Yeah.
Sheep?
Thousand?
Yeah, we were just that's awesome, man. That's dedication and devotion, man.
Well, a lot of shit has
Thanks.
happened in those 1,000 episodes.
That's right.
Oh, I'm sure, man. Yeah, big shout out, bro. Like you and
The
Shane.
best one, you missed it when Alcifa and Naga were on here. That was the best one.
Do you know what number that was? I'd like to go back and watch that.
I don't know. You have to ask Chief.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me find it real quick.
He could play a little highlights from it.
They really went at it, huh?
Oh fuck! You wouldn't believe it.
Was it gamesmanship?
Oh, yeah.
Was it
Oh.
was it
Oh no,
authentic?
it was like everything was like just
Yeah, nothing
It was
was
all
off the
out.
table. Nothing was off the table there.
So they talk about shoes and
Well,
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it started with shit like this. What was it? Yeah, this shit.
Fuck you, nigga.
Okay.
Coon,
Okay.
coon.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Made people lose money. How do you know how much money I made? Have you been in my wallet? No.
Jackpot, bitch.
You don't know. And to get it straight now,
This fucking coon. Coon. Nigga, you a coon.
Oh.
Yeah, we got some highlights, man.
Dude, PCM
So-
was having the time of his life when we had that stream. Just black
Oh, I
on black.
bet.
I almost had a stroke. Okay, I was.
Yeah, he almost had a stroke, dude. He was like,
Did you say black on black crime?
Yeah, black on black crime.
wow.
he was so excited that he got to help
Oh,
partake in the black on black crime, I think.
Wow.
yeah.
Well,
So he's not XRP Command Center anymore?
No,
Sifa? Oh, he hates XRP now?
No, he doesn't hate it.
I think so.
He just kind of took
I see you changed your name today. They're Cleothon.
It's Kaliagon. Kaliagon.
God, yep.
Now he's back to just Ultimo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you guys do any spaces on Twitter?
Donnie gets in them all the time. I listen into him sometimes. We're definitely gonna do some.
I was on
spaces
one,
when Goat Token launches.
I was on a space this morning with Ninja Lounge. They were doing one called Privacy Matters. They're looking at like all the different technologies for on-chain privacy and all that sort of shit, and why that matters and all that sort of thing. Like, you know, teaching people how to use these things and yeah, what the implications would be if they didn't have those utilities. You know, yeah.
What do you think of spaces?
I think spaces is a good thing. It gets a lot of people together. Like it's a public space. It's kind of like I don't know, in a weird sort of a way. It's a modern version of where, like, you know, the Greeks and like the Romans and all that way back then. You know, of an evening they'd gather around the fire and one of them would be like telling a story or some shit. You know, like, but they're hearing, you know, what others have to say. It's like similar sort of idea, you know,
Like a town square?
yeah, a town square. I really feel like it's given X now, which is what it's called. I really feel like that's it's given it that sort of feeling, you know. I like getting involved. I like getting up there and talking.
So I saw a guy talking about X and saying it's going to be the everything app, and he was basically explaining that you're basically taking what your phone can do, you know, with the different layers. Like, it's already there for your phone with all these apps. You're going to jam them under the same umbrella. And, you know, is this necessary? Is this going to work? You know, are dApps really the future? Because most companies don't want to relinquish their control over the data that they collect. And I don't know if you guys know who DeFango is, but it was pretty interesting conversation he was having on his channel about it.
Huh.
I mean, I've heard stories like, you know, that apparently Elon wants to make X the app like WeChat in China.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the whole fucking social credit system shit or whatever. But
exactly.
Oh, he wants to make it a fucking scammer's paradise.
Well, you'll just use X to.
No, that's
to
WhatsApp
use...
from India.
WhatsApp is like. I hated having it on my phone. I had to have it to deal with a lot of Chinese like manufacturers when I had my Amazon company, because that was the way to talk to them. Everyone uses WhatsApp over there, but there's so many scammers that use it. Like, fucking, it's ridiculous. We're way worse than Telegram. Telegram scammers like ain't got shit on WhatsApp.
Well, Telegram's going down. I mean, all these apps are going down as far as like censorship goes. Like they're just one by one, they're starting to fall. It's sad because I thought that, you know, crypto might be able to solve this, but I'm not so sure. And I'm really not so sure anymore.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think if you take a look at a lot of these tokens that start with the letter X, like these are ones to hone in on. You know, do you guys ever mess around with like gematria? Anybody know what that is?
What that is?
Okay, so it's basically there's like, if you Google it, gematria, there's like Hebrew gematria, there's like simple gematria, English gematria. And so they give a numerical value of any keyword. So say you type something in like, I mean, I don't know, for example, the name Shane, and you'll end up with a whole bunch of like words underneath it that match up to this numerical value. And something that I noticed, because I do this a lot for research into my stream, I don't believe in it, but I use it as a tool because a lot of these elite types utilize these type of things in like the religion of dichotomy and whatnot. And what you see coming back all the time is like XRP, XRP Moon, XLM, XLM Moon October, things like that. And I started like putting it together, and I'm like, what else starts with X? And it's like XLM, no, not XLM, XMR, Monero. And I'm just thinking, like, you know, like if you're an elite and you're moving in and out of like XRP and you're trying to dodge, you know, the whole, you know, beast system because you don't want to be tracked, like, is this the privacy coin that you're going to use? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of like, it ties together, you know, it really ties together. It's pretty fascinating. Yeah, it actually is. And, you know, as above, so below type stuff, you know, it's, you guys know how my streams are, you know, that's why we get demonetized.
Right.
Right.
The freest I've found is like Odyssey, pill.net, and Rumble's okay, but they're even Rumble, they shadow ban people, you know.
Do they? I signed up for a Rumble just so I could watch Russell Brand's like his when I want to watch his full episodes, but like I forget I have Rumble all the time. Like I it's never my go-to.
Well, I'll be honest, like as far like they fixed their app finally so people can chat in app on the phone, and for me that's you know, I feed off the crowd, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so for a while, Rumble sucked because no one could chat inside of the app. But now that they fixed it, if you upgrade it or whatever, update it, it's got the chat app inside, and they're a little slow on payment, but
yeah,
but they do
Black
shadow
Sheep.
ban.
Remember Black Sheep? I was saying I wonder if we should ever try and see about going to Rumble. Yeah, because Rumble's the one place. I mean, granted, if we're streaming here, we still have to be careful what we say, but at least if we say the wrong thing and get in trouble here, we're not getting it over there.
Yeah, spread out, man. Like I definitely.
Because sometimes Black Sheep can get a strike, you know, on only Facebook or only YouTube, but sometimes it'll hit both of them, you know.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Same shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you never had issues with who?
Twitter. Everything that's been
Uh,
banned on Facebook or YouTube or both is still on Twitter to this day.
And what about Twitch? I know Twitch, we don't really have any that watch, and it's kind of a funky crowd that we get over there that I don't care for. But Do they? They've never banned us, do they?
I mean, when I started
No.
CWN with these guys years ago, that was where we started, was Twitch. And yeah, Twitch does ban people now. It's it's a whole different ball game, man. You got like these agencies that are. It depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about cryptos like X or Twitter,
Yeah.
they're kind of crypto friendly. So a lot of stuff they'll let go. But
Or what's the
Yeah.
one that Joker now he has in his name, like his new platform that he's trying to push,
Kick.
that he's on?
Kick.com.
Kick. A lot of people went to Kick. Kick is like a carbon copy of Twitch. I asked them about their censorship policies and whatnot, and they basically were like, here's our TOS, and it reads kind of like Twitter. Or I'm sorry, like Twitch. I don't know. I need to be on a platform where I can say what I want. Not like I'm saying anything crazy, but
Right, but where you got to be careful and worry.
Yeah, like I made a comment one day about a small country in the Middle East that wasn't of Muslim in nature, and they gave me a strike and pulled the video down over that comment. And I was like, bro, I didn't even say anything. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. So
We've had some pretty crazy ones here. Like one time, they gave Black Sheep such a bad. It was a community strike, I believe, and I think it was like his second one in a short time frame. And it was for a video that was like a year and a half old. Like it took him a year and a half to catch whatever they decided they didn't like. So then Morpheus and I, for like 2 weeks, we were like, no, we're not coming on because we're the two of the guys that might slip up and say something. And we were like, no, dude, the flames are too high right now. We're not going to be the ones responsible. So we both took a few weeks off and then slowly came back until we were, because we were both scared. We were like, fuck, we are not going to be the ones responsible if the show gets shut down. We both felt the same way separately.
Yeah, that happened to me. Like they'll go back 6 months to a year. I just got one overnight over some short I made. I don't even know. They don't tell you what it is. They're just like, it's been unlisted and you don't even know which one it is. If you got a bunch up there, it's hard to figure it out. But yeah, they came back and hit me with strikes for like things I did a year ago. I'm just like, man. So that's why
that's what they did
I
to
branch
us.
out.
And they don't
So
even
branching
Black
out,
Sheep, they never told you technically what it was, right? They just told you the episode.
Yep, sounds about right.
Yeah. So we didn't know. So we were assuming, was it PCM using the N-word? Was it one of us like me or Morpheus joking around?
Could have been many things.
Like racist comments or sexist comments, or you know what I mean? Because even jokes, people, if you can make an obvious joke, but it's offensive, it's mean. Well, a lot of times jokes are mean because someone has to be the butt of them.
Right. Yeah, there's a couple things you can't say on most platforms. The N-word, you can't talk about that.
PCM's used it plenty of times on YouTube.
I mean, you're not. I mean, that's one thing they'll definitely you for. Talking about that small little country I was talking about. Can't talk about them. Even on Rumble, what they'll do is they'll hide you. You won't be in the live section. You won't be in the podcast section, which is like, that's whack, man. But yeah, I would encourage you guys to branch out and get on some of these free speech platforms, because as we go forward, like, you just don't know. Like you said, you might wake up one morning and the whole channel gets pulled down because they didn't like about the crypto you were talking about, or they didn't like a certain person that has been maybe banned, and now they're on your show. So it's good to build these freer speech platforms now before it's too late, because I mean, you guys are over 1,000 shows into it. Here's the question though, like, I wonder, so if Rumble ever really does take off more than YouTube, like getting on it now while there's nobody there, would we have almost like a first mover's advantage? I wonder. I mean, when you look at the live section on Rumble, there's not that many. Like, I look for live shows on Rumble a lot of times, and I don't see. There's only a few pages, so like the chance of you being found, assuming they're not shadow banning you, is a lot greater than on YouTube. And you guys always have those like cool covers and all that stuff. So I mean, that works.
All the cool thumbnails and shit.
Yeah. So if people are looking for, crypto, I mean, I think it's a really good time to start expand. It's been beyond a good time to start expanding into the free speech platforms.
Yeah, because right now we have it on we have it on 3 different Facebooks, Twitch, and 3 different YouTube channels. So we got my YouTube channels, Black Sheep's YouTube channel, and then the backup Black Sheep YouTube channel, and then Black Sheep's 3 different Facebooks and Twitch. That's the most you can do, right? Black Sheep 7
Twitter
things. Oh yeah, Twitter.
And
You have Twitter too.
Yeah.
But none of them are free speech platforms, you know, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, even just like Odyssey, if you just hook your YouTube up to it, you can, what's it called? When they, whatever you do on YouTube will automatically get dumped on the Odyssey and Rumble. Yeah. So you can fill your page up with your, So you can fill your
Rumble,
page
but
up.
It's like it was an extra bill to be able to live stream on Rumble. So I didn't know.
Once you have so many people, like I thought it was 100, didn't even take that many. I just was able to live stream one day. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you hook your channel up and just live stream on YouTube and have them all sent out, then you'll start building an audience on Rumble. You know, Rumble's got opportunity because people think it's free speech, but you know, they're a publicly traded company. So, you know, things changed.
Yep.
Do you hate when you lose something? You know you put it somewhere and you can't find it. God, yeah.
You got any tickets for DDD there, promo?
What's that? I don't think so.
Yeah, you're not a part of Drip, right, FOMO? You never got into that?
No,
I didn't think so.
Yep, we're all Drip maxis here.
Yeah, I missed out on that party, I guess.
Still not too late. 20 cents.
It should be taking off again right now.
I need that alpha.
$1 here pretty quick. You could 4x your money if you get in right now.
Oh yeah, there we go. Come on, Kyber.
I just miss being part of the community type stuff, like, you know.
Come on.
If you come here every Wednesday, we got a guy that runs all the TA, and he does a real good job.
Who's that? I think I might have heard him. He's on this channel. He's got his own channel too, right?
Mr. No
Trade Pros.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that is him. Yeah, I actually subscribed to his channel after I heard him on here.
Yeah, he has some pretty good calls.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's got Sheep being a real trader now.
He's what?
Yeah.
I said he turned Sheep into a real trader.
Working on it. I wouldn't say I'm real yet, but I'm making money. I'm profiting now.
I'm down. Still on that Doge. I should have freaking, when it was up, I should have fucking shut it.
We're just waiting on Bitcoin, dude. That's it.
I'm just waiting on Elon Musk to fucking say, just tweet Doge.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's all he has to do. DOGE. Yeah, Elon, if you're watching, do your boy a solid.
I could see Elon releasing like another coin, you know, like this. What do you think of WorldCoin with Sam Altman and this squirt scanning device?
No.
Yo, you're not going to have your eyeballs pulled out of your head?
No, fuck that.
No, that doesn't sound like fun.
Yeah, letting them scan your retinas and give you a digital ID. Like, I'm sorry, but a lot of we talked about this yesterday. A lot of different religions around the world have similar end of day type prophecies, right? And that kind of falls into a lot of them. Okay, we're going to give you a digital ID. We're going to give you some of this here digital money. We're going to take a scan of your eyes, so now we can always ID you. Fuck that.
Well, think about it. They say the mark will be either on your right hand or on your forehead. Well, your eyeballs are kind of on your forehead.
Right? Yeah. And that's what I see it as, like the mark of the beast. Yeah.
But, dude, you know how many there was like millions of people already lined up because they say there's going to be UBI. It could be a whole LARP. And they could scan everybody's eyeballs and then say, sorry, no UBI, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, FOMO, you kind of think outside the box. What do you think about aliens and this AI shit that's happening.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Like, do I believe that there's life on other planets? Like, I feel like the universe is so big that, yeah, I think there's some kind of life somewhere. Does that destroy the whole God theory and Jesus Christ theory? No, I don't think so.
No, I'm saying, do you think the government's hiding that they got alien craft and aliens?
Yeah, I mean, this guy the other day said that they had what non-human organic matter or something that crash landed. Like that could have been a monkey, could have been a dog. You know, like they're not really saying much. So I mean, the government's always hiding something or other. You know, maybe this is like fallen angel technology. You know, if there is such thing as aliens, I think it's more like fallen angels.
Right.
What do you think
Well,
about?
what about the reparations they're trying to pull in San Francisco? Do you believe that bullshit?
Well, you know, when it comes to reparations, I think, you know,
What the fuck is reparations?
Dude, when he said reparations again on that one, I was like, I know all of us because we've all talked about how he says it wrong. We were all like, BlackSheep was the first one to say it.
Oh my
I
god!
was waiting. I was like, who's going to say it?
What the hell is a consensuous?
Oh, okay, people, hold on.
What is a consensuous?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
I could just listen to Al for like hours, man.
I do love Al.
Hey, he must be driving or he'd be on here.
Yeah, Al's cool, dude.
Yeah, Al, he still pops in here. Sometimes we might not see him for a year, but then he'll pop on for a few months. You know, he comes around.
He's been on here like every week lately.
Yeah, lately he's been coming on a lot again.
I don't get notifications of his lives no more. I don't know if he's going live or not.
He changed his channel. Maybe you got to re.
And he does. He doesn't go live as often. I don't think because you're right. I almost never get anything from him. So I think he just doesn't go live as often.
He should have just kept the name Al Sifa, the channel.
You know, BlackSheep can do squeezes now. Hands up.
BlackSheep's like, I learned how to jerk off with my feet years ago. See, that way BlackSheep could have his hand. Right now, we don't know it. His fucking feet are going to town. We see his hands. Yeah, he can even walk around on one foot and still do it the other. Amazing. Uh-oh, but he did just walk back to his bedroom.
I can't see the stream because I'm like on this StreamYard and I'm on my phone, and I'm afraid if I try to change the page, I think I'm gonna end up falling off or something.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it'll drop you sometimes. Yeah,
exactly.
On my phone, yeah.
Yeah, the world's definitely changing, man. I don't know if DeFi it's going to be, like I said, I just don't see these companies relinquishing control of your data. Like why would they? Or maybe putting it on a public blockchain is exactly what they want because then everybody can see it. I don't know.
Yeah,
seems like rules for thee but not for me type stuff because the government's never going to let you see what they're spending money on.
Right, I agree. Yep.
I've yet to really hear anybody say anything positive about WorldCoin other than Sam Altman himself.
That's the guy who started it?
Yeah, it's the CEO of ChatGPT.
Yeah. Which I think that's just the dude's evil. Like I think all that being a part of both of those, like that just to me makes me look like he's like there's an evil or there's a major agenda. You know what I mean?
Watch some of his interviews.
Really? I don't really like all this AI crap either, dude. Like
no.
I don't as much as it's cool and it's like really interesting, to me it's scary, man, because look how quickly it's progressing too just this year.
Well, it's because they plugged it into the internet. But I mean, in its current iteration, like what we see on the public side, I don't think it's where it needs to be. But then think about what the military probably has
Oh
that we
yeah,
don't see. You know,
they probably had what we have now. They probably were there 10 years ago with this type of shit.
absolutely. Even like news articles, there's talk about AI writing your news articles and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, how trustworthy can that be? I mean,
Oh, did you see that that movie trailer some guy made with AI? It was like 396 prompts. It took him a couple hours, and it's a whole trailer about how basically AI demolishes the human race. I was like, why the fuck would they teach it to think this way?
Yeah.
That's where the problems are going to start, dude, because it's AI. It's going to learn.
Yeah, we played that yesterday.
Well, what Sam Altman's saying is that you're going to, because AI and ChatGPT and the likes, they're going to replace people's ability to, you know, get income. They're going to replace people's ability to work in a lot of cases. So you have to substitute that somehow. And so that he wants to do this WorldCoin and give everybody like take 20 or 25% of the total supply, which I think is only 10 billion, and then distribute that in a form of UBI, you know, to humanity. But, you know, it's going to be like Animal Farm, where like all animals are created equal, except some are more equal than others, you know?
Right.
And they're already saying like the owners are going to keep 25%. They're going to distribute 20%. Like that doesn't seem very fair.
Did you guys see that San Francisco made Elon take down the big X?
Yeah. Yeah. I think he had it anchored with sandbags or something.
Oh, just
no, it was mounted. Right? It was mounted. It was mounted.
Was it?
Yeah. Why would they make him take it down then?
Because their city is all fucked up.
They made him take it down? Because it's too bright.
Yep.
But wait, didn't he take down a Twitter logo and replace it? Isn't that how he did?
No, he put it on top of the building. He owns that fucking building. He can put it wherever he wants it.
Oh, he owns the whole building that Twitter's in?
Yeah, well, here's what it is. They said he didn't get a
probably
permit
because it was really bright and flashy and shit. It was like it was
probably they said the reason they made him take it down, he didn't get a permit first.
Yeah, San Fran's got ordinances and all that shit. So
yeah.
But he's not like Mr. Free Speech, like he painted himself to be, you know. Just because he says there's, you know, only two genders, I'm not impressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, whoop-de-doo, you know.
You can do basic math.
You know, and then he comes out with Halloween with the Baphomet outfit on, you know, like what kind of, you're not really a Christian, bro. Like,
wait,
come on.
He came out with a Baphomet outfit?
Yeah, man. Look up his Halloween costume. He was with his mother and everything.
Wow, I didn't know that. Now I'm going to have to.
Mm-hmm.
With this last year? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I would never wear that, dude. Ever. And I'm not like some hardcore freaking Christian, but I have strong Christian beliefs and morals, I guess you could say, but I would never wear that, dude.
If you look into his mother, I mean, she's on the cover of Vogue, I think, doing the one-eye thing and all that stuff too. So, I mean, He didn't grow up. Yeah, he says he grew up broke, but his parents gave him like tens of thousands of dollars to get his first business going. Like
That's what I've heard, that he was a rich kid, dude.
Yeah, he had money. I mean, the mother clearly was connected somehow. And
holy shit, yeah, that Baphomet up close, that on his chest, it even has the upside down cross on the forehead of the fucking Baphomet.
That's what I'm saying, you know.
Like, it's not like, oh, I didn't realize this is satanic. I see a goat head. I didn't think of it. I see a goat. No, that is satanic as fuck.
But, you know, haha, it's Halloween, you know, so he gets a pass by most people.
Dude, everybody has had these crazy weird costumes. I don't know who this. It was Heidi Klum's 2022 Halloween party. Like, here's some other guy that had like this weird worm costume thing. It looked like a big crazy like earthworm. Yeah, it's creepy.
Like that movie where they were all like sewed together, eating each other.
Oh,
you guys.
Human Centipede.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a sick movie, dude.
That is a sick movie, man.
Even just the whole story behind it was dumb, though. I was like, this is lame.
Yeah, it's a B-rated movie, but just the idea was like, creepy as hell. It's a cult classic type deal,
Yeah, they made what, 2 or 3 of them?
I think so. I know they at least made another one.
Yeah, I did because I saw the second one too. Because I was like, fucking, I was like, nothing better to watch. I was like, let's see if it's as fucked up as the first, and it was actually even stupider.
Was it?
Yeah.
Mm.
I was like, this is dumb.
If you put the X together side by, I don't know if you guys see this on the internet either, but if you take the X symbol and put them side by side, it creates the Mason, the Freemason.
Oh,
what's that called? The protractor.
The compass thing, and
yeah, exactly. It's not
funny
it's not coincidence,
dude. There's Freemasons. That logo is all over in plain sight, and people don't even notice. Like, just what was it, Monday? I think we were driving through downtown Reno, just cutting through, and on the side of this building, I don't know if I've ever noticed it, but I don't remember ever noticing. I even was like, look at that, Jenny, on the side of this building, huge Mason. I'm like, I bet you most people don't even realize it's there, or if they see it, they don't think twice. They don't understand what it is.
by their signs and their symbols. That's how we'll find them.
Yeah.
And I mean, like the Denver airport. I don't know if you guys ever been there, but that's a crazy place.
I have a buddy who he's lived in Denver his whole life. His dad worked there in like the late 80s, early 90s. But when they were building it, and he said that the way that they did it, so his dad's construction crew, I don't know what his dad did, if he was an electrician or whatever, but his dad's crew, even though they could have done the whole job, every section or whatever of it, they only got hired for this one little area, and then they let them go, and then they'll hire a totally new crew that does the exact same thing. And he said it was so that way not one company or one group of guys really truly know the whole layout of it. And they said it was for safety reasons, but even him, he was like, I didn't see anything weird down there, but there was weird things like that.
But it's like the largest airport either in the country or in the world or something like that. And they got underground and all that. I mean, they got a lot of rocky surface there. So there's all kinds of, dumbs. I'm sure it's a place where, the politicians and the elite can run to if they needed to and, hide out. I mean,
yeah, well, supposedly there's like rumors that from the DIA, right? Yeah, DIA, Denver International Airport, that they have underground trains that go upwards of 20 plus miles away to some military base, back and forth, like underground, like that. Again, the government always denies it, and it's conspiracy thing.
well, I think it's like 58 square miles or something, the airport, or some shit like that.
It's crazy. Well,
yeah.
And it goes down. I mean, they openly do admit it goes down at least, I think, like 4 levels, but they say it's just so that way they can do their daily business and get back and forth and send the baggage without, disrupting the flow of everything else. But yeah, it's very strange. Like, first time I ever went there, I had already heard all the stuff. So the first time I had went there, it's been probably about 12 years ago, and they still had that that mural up that basically showed like this crazy genocide.
Yeah.
I heard that now it's no longer there, that they finally repainted over it. There was that. There's a cornerstone. Like, I went and found it all too. Like, there's a cornerstone, a Mason's cornerstone somewhere in there. And what was they say stuff about the you've been to the Denver International Airport, right?
I have not personally
Okay.
been, but I've seen plenty of pictures.
Well,
Of
they've
like,
got this horse. Another one that a lot of people say. So there's this horse statue when you're coming in or out, like
yeah, I've
rearing
seen
up,
that.
and I guess it has red eyes. So people say that that's a symbol. That I don't remember ever seeing the red eyes because I don't think I've ever been there at night. But then there was something else. Oh, this creepy like talking gargoyle, like it looks really creepy and demonic. That was one of the other things that I had to see when I went through. It was like a tourist attraction on its own the first time I went to Denver International Airport. And it's funny because this was like 2010, 2011, between 2010 2012. And when I get there, I'm talking to some guys, young guys I was sitting next to on the plane that were from Denver. And I'm like, do you guys know where the mural and all this stuff is? They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you don't know all the crazy stories and like conspiracies and everything about the airport here? They're like, no, we've lived here our whole life. And I start telling them about some. And as I'm like, where's the mural? They're like, we have no clue. We come around a corner and there was the mural. And I was like, this is it. And they were like, holy shit, we've walked past this a million times and have never noticed it.
Well, that capstone or that cornerstone you're talking about, that like it goes to some Mason foundation that like there's no record of, kind of like the Georgia Guidestones where no one really knew who created it. They're done under pseudonyms and whatever. But I mean, it would make sense. I mean, you're in the mountains there. It's a great bug out location, and I mean, America's got a lot of our, last line of defense buried in those mountains. So.
Yeah, I know that there was like some I don't know if you want to call them conspiracists or whatever, but people that are really heavy into like the whole New World Order thing and all that. Actually, there was a whole thing they were saying that the Denver International Airport they think was going to be their home base, is why it was like it was too, and they gave like all these crazy things. That it was like, man, I mean, it makes sense. It sounds legit, but it's a little crazy too. But about how that would be where they launch within the U.S. Like that will be their hub and where they launch from Denver out. So
yeah,
we'll
I'll be able to.
that's true.
Well, hopefully not, but I mean, the way things are going, I mean, there's people out there that don't think there's such things as nukes too. So I don't know. Like,
there's people that don't believe in nukes.
Yeah, there's like if you listen to Dollar Vigilante is, right?
No.
Okay, well he's like a big crypto guy that some people call him quote unquote a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but he questions it all the time whether or not like nuclear devices actually exist.
What does he say about Japan? Then he thinks it was all faked.
I mean, when you look at Japan, it's like Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Yeah, something went off, but like they were able to regrow everything there, right? I mean, it's not like it took 100 years for them to clear the radiation out. Why? I mean, people inhabit that. So, I mean, I don't know. He's just like, I've never seen one. And it's like, do you really need to see one go off to know it exists? I don't know, like,
I mean, I'm usually, I got to see it to believe it type of stuff like that. No, I believe it. What about all the videos? I mean, there's testing videos for decades, and that came out of the state that I've grown most of my life in, out here in Nevada.
Could it just be like large amounts of TNT?
Well, dude, back in the day before Las Vegas was really, really big, and they used to do a lot of the testing, like above ground nuclear testing outside of Vegas. There's pictures you can find of old Vegas where there's like it's you could see the casinos, maybe like they're standing in Caesar's Palace, we'll just say, for example. I don't know which ones, but let's say they were standing in front of Caesar's Palace taking the picture of Caesar's Palace, and in the background you could see the mushroom cloud. And these are like old pictures from like the 50s, not stuff that has now been faked. It's stuff that apparently it was a thing that used to happen in Vegas. You could go to Vegas, and if they were doing testing, because it was only 100 miles away or something like that, you can see over the mountains. Sometimes you can see the fucking cloud, especially if they did it at night. It light up the whole sky. Like people would see these testings going on outside of Vegas in the 50s, what 40s, 50s, somewhere around there, 60s, throughout the whole. When did they stop doing a lot of that testing? Probably in the 60s. They started realizing, Maybe we shouldn't be blowing this up into the atmosphere. Yeah, exactly. Because that was after the development of the hydrogen bomb, wasn't it? Or the first ones were not hydrogen bombs, correct? If I remember correctly, the first 2 bombs that were dropped, and then they figured out hydrogen afterwards.
They were atomic bombs.
Well, technically, isn't hydrogen technically atomic?
No,
Or
there's 2 different things. Hydrogen is 20,000 pounds of TNT. A hydrogen is 100 times more powerful than that.
yeah, that I do know. The hydrogen is like
They still spew out a bunch of radiation.
Yeah, both of them.
Oh, same shit.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you this simple swap, man. You can swap anything. I need some glimmer. Turned BUSD into glimmer and took about 5 minutes. The thing is great. This is probably one of the best swaps I've ever used. Very cheap. And they even gave me a free NFT for just using their site.
Yeah. See, and Joseph, that could be very likely why, like what FOMO was just saying, is about how, to this day they can, it hasn't been hundreds or thousands of years, and
That's why if you see the movie, that's why Oppenheimer, after he dropped the 2 bombs on Japan, he goes, "We have to stop this." That's why they started a nuclear regulation committee, because he knew that atomic bomb would fucking wipe the earth out. So that's why
I just watched the whole thing about him, Mike. He was actually, you're right, and he was ashamed after the bomb dropped and the devastation and all that. He was ashamed of it, and he actually went around publicly speaking out against it and trying to stop it and trying to look and saying this is something we don't need.
And all the warmongers were pissed off about it because they wanted to keep dropping fucking bombs.
Yeah, even though he was the one who invented it, he was like, no, this is bad.
Yeah, they were pissed off at him that he didn't have it soon enough to drop it on Hitler.
Yeah.
So what's interesting is, like, with AI now, you have people like Sam Altman that look at it almost like the same way, and they're saying that this power is so powerful that only a few of us can be responsible to have control of it. And it's like, well, who gets to decide who gets to have control of something like AI? Sam Altman and crew, like Bill Gates, like people have been proven untrustworthy, to say the very least, and so I mean, this is this generation's new atomic bomb, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is. You can ruin people's lives with AI if you know what you're doing, and it's only going to get better.
Absolutely.
Like all the deep fake stuff. Eventually, people are going to catch on, but by then, the first few years, I think of it, there's going to be all kinds of like deep fake shit that's going to fuck people up.
Just the idea that there is deep fake, though, has everybody all screwed up, because you don't know what's real. You don't know if the articles are real. You don't know if the videos are real. The fact that you're questioning everything, they already got you.
OnlyFans, people keep making jokes in our group, but I guess they said it's real, that there's like, I don't know if it's, one specific or if there's endless OnlyFans, but where they're using AI and nobody has a clue that these are AI girls because they look so real.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I remember reading articles years ago about like fake people online and stuff, so. I mean, even in the chat on YouTube chats, I sit there, I find myself sometimes arguing with chat bots, And I straight up, like, I had no idea until one of my mods pointed it out. They're like, that's a chat bot, right? I'm like, no. And then they ask it like certain questions and it doesn't respond properly. And I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
During the Brazil, when Brazil had their like J6, I was like inundated with a bunch of like chat bots in my chat, like arguing with me about how Lula was this great guy and this, that, and the other thing. And I was just like, the guy's a communist freaking convict. Like, what are you talking about? And I don't know. It's just crazy though,
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what they're saying too. Eventually you won't even know if you're talking to a real person or AI as they progress in this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. And like with crypto, coming back to crypto, coming full circle, we've been basically, anybody in crypto has been trained already on how to interact with like the CBDC that's coming, I mean, we all know how to go, and we know how to swap, we know how to use decentralized exchanges, how to like do, like in years past before crypto, most people couldn't really get their head around like, okay, the dollar to the euro or to the pound or to the dinar or whatever. And it's like, now that we're in crypto and so many people got into, especially the younger generation, it's going to be such an easy transition to go to like a digital form of money where you can just swap it for whatever, and the generation coming up's already been trained on it. It's, I mean, we couldn't even like train Americans how to embrace the metric system. Look how long the metric system's been out, and Americans still don't get their head around that. Most, but they were able in like
smarter and better. Duh.
Yeah, but in 10 years, like we trained a whole generation on how to like work with these different currencies, So it's, you got to, I just look at the bigger picture, and I love the idea of crypto. I love the idea of Bitcoin and all that. I just wonder if it's ever going to really come to fruition. Bitcoin may, but the rest of it, like even Ethereum, I question,
Ethereum's full of shit.
I mean, it's like, WorldCoin, for example.
Really, what is it good for? It's fucking meme coins or fucking Uniswap fucking trash or
Yeah.
Ethereum, but isn't Ethereum like one of the few like real coins?
I mean,
well, I mean,
I'm not a fan
like
of Ethereum, but I don't really have anything against it. I just don't like their network fees.
Yeah, exactly. And so they're building like WorldCoin on top of, they're doing an ERC20 from what I understand. Like, how are you going to go buy a cup of coffee with an ERC20? Like, I don't care if you're getting UBI or not. I mean, during peak times, what are you going to spend $15-20 to transact? Like, it just it doesn't
for a $2
work.
coffee.
Yeah, it just doesn't work, and and that's where the CBDCs are going to really like try to corner the market. Things like XRP and XLM, because they can do it cheaper and faster. But with that piece of centralization there, so I don't know how you get around that ever. Like, maybe AI will figure it out.
Maybe.
But it's been a fun ride, hasn't it?
Oh yeah. Suppose you could say that.
I enjoyed it.
It ain't over yet.
No, but I feel like the best days have already passed us, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, I could be wrong.
I have thought that at times, but I don't think so. Like it's a thought that's crossed my mind, but
my concern is the CBDCs, and once they control the on and off ramp, like they don't already, but once they really got a lockdown on the on ramps and off ramps, like what good's that going to be if you try to get out and you have to go to a CBDC? They're going to know where you swap from, and they may consider that an undesirable transaction and not allow you to use your money in the real world. So unless your barber or your local grocery store or your mechanic accepts this crypto, that's why I like Bitcoin, because I feel like it has the best chance of everyone accepting it. It's going to be difficult because they'll just be able to shut those transactions off,
Yeah. It's going to be definitely, I don't know. It can't be good.
But a lot of us have an advantage in this area because we've seen it grow and been part of it for so long that it's like, I mean, even for myself as like an avid observer, like I just feel like there's value in the knowledge,
If they stop my crypto, I'm just gonna leave the country. That's it. That's all there is to it.
Well, but I mean, you're not going to be able to escape this one world currency potentially,
Yeah.
Like, where are you going to go? You know what
And
I'm
then
saying?
you go, live off the grid, and it becomes totally self-sustainable, which is
That's
very hard. Very hard.
Jump on a ship to Mars with Elon Musk.
You better have the right fake money then.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like I love the idea of living off grid and stuff, but it is hard, man. That's not something you do yourself. You got to have like others that are willing to contribute, you know,
Yeah.
to that. Like I watched Craig Grant and how he moved to Jamaica and all that stuff. And, you know, I'm like, wow, that's great. You know, like he's got his place there and he built the whole place, like spending NFTs and shit. Like still don't understand how he did it.
Again. I know the name, but I can't remember who he is.
BitConnect. He was in BitConnect. He was Trevon.
That's how I know his name. Okay.
Yeah. But he moved to Jamaica. I mean, he was even talking the other day about how his passport expired, and he built a place in the mountains and stuff. And I mean, literally live off his land there. It's like, you know, the idea is so beautiful, but you know, putting it into practice is a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
And I think Jamaica went cashless, didn't they? Don't they already have like their own CBDC?
I don't know. I'm not sure if any country has yet or not.
Oh yeah, I think didn't India go something like that too? Like overnight, all of a sudden. I see there are countries already doing it. I mean, El Salvador is probably the biggest success story, and they're mining off their volcano heat, which that's beautiful, you know, like, you know, unlimited amounts of energy from the volcano, and they're just mining Bitcoin. And El Salvador, that's why El Salvador is like kicking everybody out of prison and sending them through the southern border. You know, they want all the undesirables out. Like, you know, El Salvador is like a country to keep your eye on as far as like for crypto related things.
Yeah. So it looks like nobody has gone fully cashless yet. But there's a lot that, you know, like America's doing that are pushing more and more that direction. There's some, you know, like I guess Sweden, Finland, China, South Korea, UK, even they consider America, probably because of all the debt, you know, credit cards and debit cards. Because if you think about it, ever since those debit cards started going crazy, like in the late 90s or so, that's a cashless society right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, they just downgraded our credit rating to a AA plus or something like that. We fell from AAA.
Yeah, Fitch did it.
Yeah.
Been done since 2011 when fucking Obama was on.
Well, I tell you what.
Janet Yellen and fucking what's his name are going fucking berserk. They decide to print more fucking money. Fucking dumb fucks.
Well, we did it to ourselves.
No, they think it's 1950. Okay, they're basing the fucking economy on 1950. They got to get these old farts out of here. It's time to clear up the swamp and get these fuckers out of there. They don't care. They're gonna die in a few years. Janet Yellen should be dead already. Fucking bitch. She's fucking up the economy for you young folks. You got to stop her.
Well, that's you baby boomers doing that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's time to get the fucking baby boomers out of the fucking.
Well, and to stop you guys from fucking claiming up all the Social Security while we're paying for it.
Hey, I mean, I worked 5 years for my life. I deserve it.
I know. I agree that you guys deserve it. It just sucks that they.
Oh wow! I'm getting a whole $2,200 a month. Wow.
Yeah, but they don't know how to manage it to where, like, you know, our generation's going to pay for it for the next, you know, 30 years, 20.
Yeah, that's Jerome Powell. That guy. That's why Trump fired him. Okay, because he was a piece of shit. So what does Obama do? He brings him back. Fucking piece of shit. Him and Janet Yellen.
You mean Biden brought him back?
Huh?
You mean Biden brought him back? You said Obama.
Yeah. I mean Biden, yeah. Biden brought him
basically
back.
The same thing anyways, dude.
Yeah, exactly. He brought back both Jerome Powell and Janet Yellen, and because Trump fired them because they were fucking worthless pieces of shit. And what did they do? The first thing they did, they started dumping fucking cash into our society. Oh, look how good, you know, look at the economy. It's just flourishing. Sure, it does all that fucking cash. But now we'll look at it. Inflation is high as it's been in 25 fucking years. Thank you very much. I just paid $6 a fucking gallon for gas today.
Time to go get you one of them little Priuses and
start
sucking pee-pee.
I'll get one of those electric bicycles. I tell you what, those electric bicycles. We were going to dinner tonight, and it was like 18 kids on the fucking street on electric bikes.
Some of
Right
them are
down
pretty
the middle of
fast, dude.
I know they're going right down the fucking lane faster than cars. I wondered if I was driving, I would have fucking ran them all over. You know,
dude, I was like doing research on them last year. I thought about buying it, but I'm like, really, how often will
the
I
guy's
ride
doing a wheelie at about 30 miles an hour going down.
Yeah, some of them can go upwards of 45, 50 miles an hour for like, and they can supposedly keep those speeds going for up to an hour.
If I was behind the wheel of our car, I would have mowed the fuckers down.
And then they would be like, see, another old person shouldn't have his driver's license.
Okay, they shouldn't be going down the middle of the fucking road, okay? They should be on the curb or the sidewalk.
Oh, Black Sheep's having issues over there. Look at this Black Sheep right here. Look at this one. He's all, look at him. He's
got that Obama internet, huh?
We got a frozen
the
Black
fucking MetaMask is screwing up.
Yeah, I see it. It's doing that thing again where it keeps fucking trying to do multiple transactions for the one.
Well, I just went to OpenSea. I've got 131 NFTs. Oh, I don't know where I got some of these fucking NFTs.
Yeah, if you don't know where you got them, don't interact with them.
No, I mean they look legit, but I mean I got this one called AI Drop Airdrop. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah,
it looks like a drip token.
Just be careful because I mean, yeah, they can. Some of them could potentially.
I know, but it's in my wallet. When I brought up OpenSea, it shows you have to look under under Polygon.
Under Polygon.
It's under
Dude, I have. Yeah, I don't know how many. I have like hundreds and hundreds of NFTs.
Yeah, let me share my screen real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Hang on.
Yeah, all these like scam NFTs that they have dropped into my wallet.
All right, I'm going to share my screen over here. Hang on.
All right, make sure you put your penis away first, Mike.
No.
Oh, FOMO, you missed it. PCM thought that we really have a bone in our wiener.
All right, look at this. Can you see this? Can you see that?
Let's see.
Right there.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck.
Okay, I got one of those too. And I was asking people, and somebody gave me an answer to what that was about.
But that's not the only one. Look at these other ones I got.
Oh yeah, so I've got one of those drip AI ones.
All right, hang on. Okay, look at this. These are the two new ones I got. See right here, the Invader.
Yeah, no, I don't even click into them like that.
Those are free from that simple swap. The swap space. Yeah, swap space. That's what they're from. They're free. When you use the site, they give them to you. See all this? And look what people are selling them for. 0.95 ETH. This guy wants 0.1 ETH.
Has there actually been a lot of activity though? Like that doesn't look fake?
I don't know. I just started. BlackSheep gave me the site.
Activity right there. See the activity?
I have no idea what this shit is.
Yeah, I see total ETH volume 0. I just be careful.
I don't understand NFTs that well, so
if you didn't buy them and you weren't expecting them to come into your wallet, just treat them the same way.
No. I just minted those two. They gave those to me free.
Oh, you minted those?
Space.
Okay.
Yeah, I minted those.
If you didn't mint it, then you got. You know how dust attacks work on wallets, right? They send.
But I'm saying some people are trying to sell them for like $400 or $500. Hang on. I mean, they all look the same. Everyone's the same, but I don't know why they're a lower number than what I have. But I don't know. I don't understand fucking NFTs. Hey, did you see Trump's got a new trading card out? You can buy it for it's a pack of cards, and there's special cards in some of them. They're like $20 a piece for a pack.
What, like actual trading cards, like physical trading cards?
Like baseball cards. Yeah, like baseball cards. And, he needs the money because it's going to fucking cost him billions in lawyer fees over the next year.
You know what I think is hilarious, though?
That
people actually think that if Trump ends up in jail, that he's still going to be able to not only run for president but get the vote. And
yeah, he could get elected wearing an orange suit and have to pardon himself.
Yeah, they're going to swear him in prison. John Roberts going to run right down there and do it in his jail cell.
That'd be the greatest thing in the world, watching him get elected.
Dude, there's got to be some legal thing that can't happen. Though. I mean,
no, it can. It doesn't say you can't get elected president in jail. Okay.
Bro, we can't even impeach this guy. You think that Trump's going to win? Like, I mean, as much as I still don't, I think that he's part of the problem personally at this point. But, you know, besides that, like, you can't even impeach Biden. Like, come on.
Okay, but think about this, guys. This is the thing that pisses me off. Each fucking party is going to change. Every time the different party gets in, they're just going to fucking attack the other party. So if Trump gets in, everybody in the fucking Congress is going to be going to jail because he's going to be so pissed off what they've done to him over the last 4 years.
It doesn't matter. He can't just do that to them. There's no way that they would allow.
You don't think he could go after Hillary and all those fuckers?
No, dude. He said he was going to the first time and he never did because he still has to follow rules, dude. No one is above the rules, right?
But nobody's above the law. Look what she did 10 times worse than he did.
Well, that's why I said rules, not law, because there's different law for them.
Yeah, but all the emails that were subpoenaed that she fucking...
Mike, I agree. I agree with you. 100%.
What about all the secret documents that Biden took that when he wasn't even president in his fucking garage? Okay?
It would require the military, and the military's been loaded with a bunch of fucking pussies at this point. It's
and the military would never do that. They would never listen to any president to say, well, go arrest all Congress.
You know how close we are to our third world
that can be considered
country?
Treason, potentially.
I mean, Lincoln pulled off something like that, but I don't think that the laws on the books were the same back then. You know,
you realize that they're trying to get Trump on this new indictment, you know, for the January 6th. It went back to 1866, a slave law that they're using to indict him. One of the slave laws back in 1866. If you read the indictment, that's how fucking stretched these people are trying to get him. That's how far back they went for this one law.
Well, that's pretty normal, Mike. Again, like that they do that with a lot of cases. Not just Trump.
Nobody's ever been indicted as a past president. First time it's ever happened in our lifetime.
I'm not shocked though.
Not one other past president ever been indicted.
I just think that
not only once, he's been indicted 3 times now. 3 times.
Isn't it 4 now?
No, not yet. They haven't done the Georgia one yet. And you don't forget the lady that accused him of groping her pussy in that fucking department store, okay? He still has to have a civil case.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I know, but she's now filing another civil case. Now he has to it's a civil case now because he's filing that because after the trial, when he said, "Oh, you're full of shit," and said it again, and then she sued him again for slander. So now
so she lost the case once, and now she's bringing it back?
She won the case, and then Trump went on Truth Social and said, "That's fucking bogus. I didn't do it," and then she just sued him again.
Oh, because he probably had to sign an NDA when they settled. And
yeah, well, he fucking fucked up and went on Truth Social and started blabbing his mouth again, and she re-sued him again.
Well, and that's a problem with Trump. Like, even the whole time he was president, I'm like, dude, if they just took away the motherfucker's Twitter.
Yeah, he needs right now to stop talking about the past election. You know, focus on what he's going to do for America. Go talk about. We already know it was stolen, and nothing you can fucking do about it. But he can't. That's all he talks about. Every one of these rallies he does now, he talks about how fucked up he got, and all this bullshit. People want to hear what you're going to do for the economy. They're tired of paying $5 a gallon of gas. They're tired of seeing these fucking illegals flooding our country. Look at New York now. They got the people laying on the streets. They don't even have hotel rooms now. I tell you what, they're going to change the whole fucking culture in the United States if we don't close the fences.
They shouldn't have had fucking hotel rooms to begin with. Like, you're here illegally. Like, the fuck.
Fucking unbelievable.
Like cry me a fucking river,
They're trying to turn the United States into California. That's exactly what they're fucking trying to do. They want California all over the whole United States. I really still feel sorry for you people that don't
I
live in
don't.
California.
I don't think there's a political solution to any of this at this point.
And if Newsom gets in, you guys are really going to be fucked.
It don't matter who gets in. Honestly, even though I obviously lean Republican and conservative, at the end of the day, they're all the fucking same.
I tell you, I want Vivek Swamy to get in. I sent him some money. I want that guy to get in. You need that guy to get in. He thinks like you guys do. He's very young. He's got an open mind. He's a fucking smart as shit. He's been a millionaire at 40 years old, probably a billionaire. Written 3 books on woke and shit. Listen to the guy. He's fucking unbelievable. I've never liked somebody so much.
Well, he might be like that now, but if he ends up in politics within a couple of years, like they all become part of that system. Even really Trump, first came out, I'm going to get Hillary, and then as soon as he got in there, it was like,
yeah.
But look how good our economy was when he was in there for 4 years.
I agree. Again, I supported Trump when he was in office. I don't believe all this crap that they're saying about him. I don't believe unless if they prove it. Like so far, I haven't seen any proof. I've just seen a lot.
But I tell you what, if the Democrats get back in, cryptocurrencies is in big trouble. Okay, it's in big trouble.
Well, it depends on which one. If it was Kennedy, which we know it's not going to. He's
yeah,
not
but they're not. Kennedy's not going to make it. There's no way he's going to be the Democrat.
Oh no, his party's already like that.
He'll have to be a third party if he wants to get in, or become a Republican.
You know what Ron Paul said? They asked him if there needs to be a third party, and Ron Paul said, no, there needs to be a second party.
Yeah,
right.
And he was right. He was right.
Yep. I even like his son. I think his son would be a good president.
I know. I like Rand Paul too. I like him.
You know that Swamy, he sued the World Economic Forum because they listed him as a young global leader, and he wasn't. He said, and they actually apologized and all this shit. So a lot of these people, even Tulsi Gabbard said the same thing, that she never subscribed to that and that they just like gave her a stamp of this thing, which is like the kiss of death for a lot of people.
Yeah, I'd like to see Tulsi Gabbard. I'd vote for her. I think
she's a snake. She's a snake.
Why do you
what
say
don't
that?
you like about her?
First of all, she was a Democrat to start with.
Okay, well, she left the Democratic Party.
You know, her dad, probably though, because it's family. Her dad was a Republican. Her dad's a senator or a congressman. Her dad was a Republican and then went Democrat. And so, it's kind of like it's a lot of times that.
Yeah, but she's a veteran
going through the family.
She's an officer in the army.
Yeah,
that don't mean anything. So is that freaking traddy. Fucking what's that person's name? The Admiral Levine or whatever. Like,
I thought that person is not really.
Okay?
I thought that person's not really any type of military. Because people were talking about it wearing the uniform and saying it's.
Yeah, he was never in the military.
You sure about that?
He became a fucking woman and he checked all the boxes. Okay, think about the guy that was in charge of the spent nuclear rods, the fucking kleptomaniac. Okay.
Oh yeah.
How did he get through vetting? How did they vet that guy? Okay. Didn't they ever see his Facebook shit?
Yeah, that's all they looked at. Probably they saw that he freaking is a dude that wears freaking makeup and dresses and high heels and
the Matt Damon lookalike.
Yeah. Oh my God, he is a Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, I never even noticed it. He looks like Matt Damon. If Matt Damon was to go full freaking retard.
The whole thing is when Bruce Jenner became a woman, it started this whole fucking.
That is, and you know what's funny is Bruce Jenner's is now I've seen in interviews where he has taken almost responsibility for that and said that he feels bad about that.
Yeah, he kind of pushed the fucking tranny thing to a next level.
It was society taking what he did and pushed it to the next level more than him. I feel like when they made him. What Sports Illustrated Person of the Year? Do you know who the runner-up was? A guy with no fucking legs that was like a triathlete. Like that's okay. A guy with no legs that is like he was a veteran who lost his legs in war, and he like triathlete, whatever it was, like badass athlete with no fucking legs, and they gave it to the guy who cut off his weenie and put some tits in.
Yeah, well, it's gotten so big now. It's a world of its own. Okay, it's beyond stopping it now.
Yeah,
there's a
but
whole. There's a whole culture behind it.
Yeah, if you ever listen though to like when Bruce talks about it, I've heard where he feels maybe partially responsible because he recognized in this interview publicly
It
that
just
it started.
a biological male should never have to compete against a woman. I mean, a woman should never have to compete against a fucking
No,
biological
it's not fair.
male.
It's not
Yep.
fair.
Did you see that one where that guy they were playing volleyball and the guy knocked the girl out?
No, I didn't see that. What a tranny got?
A tranny playing on one team spiked the ball so hard it knocked the girl out on the other side.
Wow. And see, that's the male upper body strength. I don't care if you're feminine, if you're, kind of, you got a little too much estrogen in you, you still got upper male body strength that your average woman does not have unless she's some bodybuilder.
You can't tell the left won't believe you though.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's funny, like, science, trust in the science until the science proves them wrong.
I would be happy one day when fucking Fauci's wearing an orange suit. But I don't think
never gonna happen either.
Never gonna happen. I'm telling you, if you have a chance, look into this guy named Yuri Bezmenov. If you don't know who he is, he's an ex-KGB agent. He did like a 4-hour interview back in the 80s, and he talks about color revolution and how the Soviet Union was plotting to take down the U.S. without firing a shot. And we're going through all these stages right now. And the guy explains it perfectly. And all this like transgenderism and, everything that you see happening now is all part of a larger plan to destroy America because we're the last bastion of freedom. There's nowhere else to run. And so if America falls, they get their new world order. And it's a really interesting interview, man.
Did you know they just found a secret fucking bio lab here in California that was doing gain of function? Had to shut that fucker down.
Really?
They found this in California. They were doing bio lab gain of function shit with rats.
What do you think Ukraine's about? They're doing it in Africa too.
Well, I know, but I mean,
I've heard people say that Ukraine supposedly is about that Russia's trying to stop that from being at their doorstep.
Russia they brought that up at the very beginning, man. They showed it to the UN and everything, and everybody just like.
And America's the one that
did Russia actually do that? Because I thought it's just speculation. People are
America was funding the ones in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Well, all I've heard is them denying it. People saying, "Oh no, America never."
No, Gloria Newland admitted it. She admitted it, and then they backtracked.
We blew up that fucking Nord Stream pipeline, okay? I don't care what anybody said. We fucking blew that thing up.
I think so, too.
Well, either we did or we helped,
I'm not saying that we did it.
We're a part of it.
We funded it. That's right.
Well, Monkey Works had shown that there were American refuelers up in the air at that same exact time over that same exact area. So someone was, providing support for whatever reason. They were up there refueling jets.
That's why we need more Snowdens in this world. He fucking exposed a lot of bullshit. You can say what you want about Snowden, but he's a real fucking hero.
I guess. I mean, what did he say? He basically he told me what I already knew. Like, your government's spying on you. Oh, really? Like, I mean, they got high altitude balloons now. Who knows? They're probably looking straight in your window and can fucking hear everything.
Hey, that's why I shut down my Alexis. I don't have my Alexis running anymore.
Well, like, think about what we as the public have access to just through Google Maps. Like, you can find if you know where someone's house is. Sure, it may not be an accurate current time up to date, but you could go. I go look at my house. I could see. I could see every detail of my neighbor's backyard, 2 houses down. I never knew they had a pool like 4 houses down until Google Maps,
Yeah. And if you go on like Flight Radar 24 and look at, sometimes you'll see these high altitude balloons that are floating around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they'll show them. And like the ones that you can see, those are just the public ones.
Yeah.
God only knows how many military things are up there with these high resolution cameras and microwave technology that can listen. Like, they can probably just pull you up by your phone number at any time.
Shane, that's why I shut off my Google. They say they could be listening to you through that shit. So I don't.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, dude, your phones listen to you all the time.
Yeah.
That's how you could talk about something that you've never talked about before, and all of a sudden you start getting bombarded by ads.
Yep. Yeah,
I've even tried to tell my phone, like I kept getting like shit for like tire rack and all these tire things. I was looking for new rims for the Beamer. So I was like, kept talking for my phone afterwards. I was like, I don't need tires or rims. I don't need them. I don't need to see no ad. Like, and you know what's funny? I could have been coincidental. And now I barely ever get like ads for tire and rim companies.
Hey,
even light
what's-
bulbs, man.
What's JP talking about in the chat about this X thing?
I don't know. Let me see if
What's this X thing he's talking about? Nagabo's into?
I don't know. It's the X fucking thing. I don't know.
There's an X token now?
It's got an
Yeah,
X in it.
I'm
It's got to
pretty
be good.
Pretty sure they're
That
just.
looks like the new Twitter X.
These guys just come in here to fucking shill shit or what?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's shilling
All right.
that shit?
All right, guys. I got to run, man. It was good talking to y'all.
Hey, FOMO.
Okay, cool.
We're cool, right?
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Okay. I'm just sorry. I mean, that was a sore spot with me, okay?
It's all good. Me too.
He didn't know.
All right, y'all. Much love.
All right, we'll see you, bro.
Later,
All
bro.
right,
Thanks
man.
for coming.
Peace out. Yeah, man. Definitely. Thanks for having me.
Yep.
What, is somebody trying to shill something in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally just come in here or something. I guess so.
I know. I'm trying to wait for like him to respond to one of us and then boot him.
This is not a bullshit friend. This is not a shill.
I've never seen him in here, so I'm like.
No, and that whole thing, his whole thing is a complete shill. Like, we are X, founder of Super.
Oh, the guy that says Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing he has is us. Is his, when you go to his, the only group in common is us. I've never seen him before.
I know. So I'm saying he probably just came in here to fucking shill his shit.
He's not answering back, I see. Or is he? Oh.
No. That tells you too, because that's why I'm trying to see if he'll respond if he keeps getting bing bing. It's probably because he jumped onto the next group and is shilling the same thing right now.
He says I'm admin now because I'm trying to help shill. What's he fucking mean by that?
He's an admin in their group.
He's not an admin in here, is he?
No, in that group. Whatever he's trying to fucking shill.
Well, he picked the wrong place to shill. Especially we don't even know what that fucking shit coin is.
You're gonna answer, I'll just delete all this shit.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to wait and let him give him opportunity, but nah,
I think he realizes he came to the wrong group.
He's gone.
Yeah, boom. Like, people are idiots too. Like, that's how you get your fucking account put in jail. You just come to random places and.
Well, how do you put them in Telegram jail when they do that?
When you right click to delete them, their post, it'll ask you, do you want to ban them? Do you want to report spam?
I didn't ban him. I just deleted his shit.
But if you reported him, it would put him in Telegram jail, right?
Potentially. I don't think it automatically does, but I think if it's like that, you join a group right away and then they report you. I think it does. Because I
get thrown in jail a lot of times when I try.
I have one time, dude. It was that stupid fucking Rude's Lounge, because I was going in there for the H&W. They were about to do their thing, and I was like, "Oh, hey guys, I'm coming in for the H&W AMA." It was just about to start, or no, it was like
Shane, I want to ask you real quick. I have my appointment tomorrow at the post office for my passport. So what do I do when I get there? What are they going to do?
You already filled out your application.
Yeah,
right?
I got the paperwork all filled. I got my birth certificate. I got my picture.
Yeah.
We went to CVS, got a little picture. And so
Yeah, they're gonna just go over it all. They're gonna make you like put your hand up and swear that everything on there is true to the best of your knowledge or
Hang on,
whatever.
babies.
And then it's just quick. It takes 10
And then I
minutes.
pay them the $195 right there.
Yeah, or whatever you decide to do. If you
Yeah,
decide to
I'm
get
gonna get the card and the book.
the card in the book, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I did. I mean, the card just is good for an extra ID too, because sometimes places they want 2 forms of ID, and you're like, I don't have fucking 2 forms.
Okay, now on the birth certificate, I took copies. Will they accept the copy? Do you
No, you have to keep you keep the copy for you just so you have it, and they have to take the original.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I didn't like, and I even told
Do
them.
we get it back?
Yes.
They'll
send
mail it back to us?
Yeah, it takes a while. You'll get your passport before you get your birth certificate back.
Well, they're saying it's taking like 4 months right now.
Well, and if you want, you can expedite it. It's an extra whatever it is, like $50.
I
or some
know.
shit.
We don't plan on going anywhere till like my birthday, so that's 6 months away.
Well, if you're going to go in 6 months, you if it's asking you if you have any trips planned, you might want to put that on there.
Yeah, I did. They asked me. I did. I put somewhere in middle of February.
Okay. Yeah, because from my understandings is sometimes like if you don't pay for the expedited service, but they see like you're going to go on a trip fairly soon, that they try and get it to you quicker.
But what takes so long? I don't understand.
A lot of people are trying to get them.
And if you're going to do a renewal, does it still take that long?
I don't know.
I mean, do you have to go through all the same bullshit to do a renewal, or
no? For the renewal, you won't have to. You don't have to give a birth certificate. That's the
you
one
just
thing I
pay.
know.
You just have to pay for the renewal, right?
Yeah, it's like every
And
10 years.
Is it 5 or 10? It's 10 years.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, shit. I'll probably be dead before I have to renew it.
Well, I was thinking it, but I didn't want to say it and be negative.
I know. Well, that'd be 2033.
Either that, or if you're alive, you possibly be too old to travel.
Yeah,
or
I'll
to
be
want to
80.
travel.
I'll be 83. I don't know.
You never know, dude. Some people that are 83 still, they won't let them travel anymore because it's not healthy for them to go in those, in the plane.
I'll look like Biden.
Right? Dude, he shouldn't be allowed on planes. I think all that fucking artificial cabin pressure is getting to him.
He shouldn't be able to let him ride a bike. He falls so many fucking
I
times.
never knew till recently, at least if I heard it, I don't remember until recently, that he had 2 brain aneurysms in like the 1980s. And people with brain aneurysms are way more likely as they get older to have way more cognitive disabilities and start to lose their mind.
That's why the Republicans are asking for him to take a cognitive test, and he won't do it.
He won't. Doesn't he? Don't they have to once a year though?
I don't know. I mean, Trump took it, but
yeah, I remember they were pushing Trump. Oh, I bet he won't do it. I bet he won't do it.
He refuses to take it. So I don't know. I think he should have to take it.
His handlers are refusing to let him take it.
And even if he did take it, they'd probably lie about the results. So we never know. They lie about everything else, so why wouldn't they lie about that shit?
Exactly.
There's 2 fucking sets of rules. There's a set of rules for us and then for them. And that's it. Nothing we can do about it. I'm sure they're listening to us right now. So fuck you, government. Fuck you in the ass, you motherfuckers.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, should we call it quits? We've been over 2 hours and there's only 8 people.
Yeah, I was on 6 hours last night. I just ordered pizza. I'm out.
All right,
cool. Later.
See you guys tomorrow.
When Lambo, yellow Lambo, 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 when Lambo, yellow Lambo. luxury, the moon.
And go.
I wanna pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom pom. She wanna pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom. I wanna pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom pom. She wanna pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom. Let's go get pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom pom. She wanna pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom pom. She wanna pom pom. I wanna pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom pom. She wanna pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom. Let's go get pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom pom. She wanna pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom pom.
Fuck you, nigga.